bum 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 ba ba bum bum ba ba bum ba bum bum. Today we are going to try to make an 80% confidence interval for the average weight of a 4-year-old so that we know whether it will ruin your back to have one hold on, like a monkey. So we have an average X bar, which is 40 pounds, and we have sigma. Notice sigma is the true standard deviation. How do we know that? We know that magically because I'm your instructor, and when I say that sigma, you just believe it. At some point, we will talk about a more realistic scenario where we maybe don't know sigma. And let's say we got this from 40 kids. So where do I start? First place I'm going to start is by drawing, that's a little tight, okay, thank you. First place we're going to start is by drawing a picture. I have a normal curve like this. Centered at the mu I don't know, but I'm trying to make a confidence interval that captures 80% in the middle. If I want 80% in the middle, how much is in each tail? Don't say 20%, because 20% plus 80% plus another 20% would be more than 100%. I need half of 20% in each tail, which is going to be 10% here and 10% there. Okay, so 10% is what I want to put in right there, and I get a z-score of 1.282. So I make my confidence interval as 1.282 times my sigma, which is 10. I think I forgot to check my assumptions, but n is more than 30, so I'm okay to do this, even though it never says it's actually normal. Over the square root of 40, that z-score needs to be plus or minus, and my average is going to be 40. So our confidence interval is 37.97 to 42.03. Now, that's our confidence interval. Can we use this? And here's the way we could use it. Imagine if somebody came to you and said, I think mu is 45. You would look at your confidence interval and say, no way.
No way.
Say it loud enough.
No way.
That's right. No way. 45 is not in that interval. I can tell you mu isn't 45 with 80% confidence. Now, if somebody said, I think mu is 38, you would look at your confidence interval and say yes way.
Yes way.
That's right, because 38 is in our interval, and so it's reasonable. That does not prove mu is 38. It only says mu of 38 is not unreasonable. Same idea as fail to reject instead of saying accept the null. Now over there we have a hypothesis that mu could be 43. What do you think of 43? Yes or no?
No way.
No way is the right answer. Very good. So we know that mu can't be 43 because our confidence interval says no. So we would reject that hypothesis. So this confidence interval tells you a range of reasonable values for mu.